Hello everyone, my name is Isabela Paramo Giraldo. So as you see in the title, today I'm gonna be sharing with you my English journey, right? So first, I would like to say that um, I have discovered that English is more than grammar rules, is more than vocabulary, is more than having good grades, is more than just attending to an English class, is more than that. Because with this process, I have discovered that this language is a world for us and it's something that we need to discover, right? So if we want to have the opportunity to discover this new world, there are more other things that we need to have in mind, like context, intentions, like body language. So it's more than just the linguistic part, right? So I think that that is something really important because, as you know, I am in my process of becoming an English teacher, and this is something really value because when you have your students, you can give them the opportunity to see this language from a different point of view, not just like a subject, not just like a grade, not just something that I have to do, something that I can make part of my life, right? However, as a English student, I had many problems and I struggled a lot because I used to believe that I had to study much vocabulary, grammar, and with that I'm gonna get the language and that's it. And obviously, we all know that that's a completely lie because this language is more than that, right? So now I would like to pass to another point, which is really important for me, that um, I realized that speaking is a reflection and is a communication state. I don't know if I can call this in this way because you need to be really into the conversation because you express with that passion, you receive with that passion about communication, right? So is more than that. So also, I consider that before I used to have goals in my English, of course, because I had my goals, and my main goal was like, I need to learn English. But as I say, during the process, I realized that I need to have more realistic goals, not just like one goal. Why? Because in this journey, I have noticed that this is a really individual and personalized process. Okay, so when we have this kind of things, maybe at the beginning my purpose was the grammar, then or now can be pronunciation or a difficult vocabulary because I want to sound more natural and I want to sound like a native speaker and things like that. So I was reading during the reading that I was doing, some of the reference that I had was that these authors talk about that is pretty important to set realistic goals, and it's pretty important that you design a plan that works for you, because sometimes something that works for me is not something that is gonna work for someone else, and that's totally fine. The thing is that I need to identify what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses and how I can improve this. What are gonna be my actions to change this, right? So I think that having this kind of process and having this meaningful process, which is more important to mention, is going to help me in the future as a teacher because it shows me that I have to personalize in some ways my classes because I need to know my students' necessities and I can just focus in in doing working on the book, on working on listening, or just reading, because it's more than that. So there are many alternatives, and there are many different things or point of views that I can share with my students and personalize this process and support them to find a way to say their goals and obviously achieve those goals. Okay. um, Finally, I don't consider that my English process is going to end in when I finish school. I'm sorry, when I finish my college. Why is not gonna finish? Because we are talking about a language, so that is not gonna stop. So every day are gonna find more things that I'm going to support me, and and more things that I'm going to learn to improve my English. So this is going to become in a lifestyle for me, right? So there are many things that I can do. For example, I can talk with my teachers. I can talk with my bilingual friends too. I can interact with my students. So in this process, I can find different ways for practicing my English, and always having my goal, which is improve and being the best in this thing. And it's not just a personal goal, like okay, I just want to do this. It's because I have students and I want to express and communicate that passion to them, right? So I can some things that can help me to improve that or to support me in the process are reading books, listening podcasts, as I mentioned, interact with people from different contexts. I really need to know people, to meet people from different contexts, because I want to get a professional vocabulary, because I'm looking for my C1 certification. So I need to expose myself to this uh, big world that is not never gonna stop, as I say before. So as a future English teacher, I think that this is especially important because my process as a learner can be an inspiration or can be a guidance for my future students. And obviously, as I say, this allows me to support them in the future. So that's everything for today. And thank you for your time and for listening. Bye bye.